A delighted Esteban Ocon capped off his best weekend of the season in Monaco with his first podium since Hungary 2021. After qualifying 4th and starting the race from 3rd, Ocon managed to weather the storm literally and figuratively to take P3 and finish ahead of the Ferraris and Mercedes. This mega result comes weeks after public criticism from Alpine CEO Laurent Rossi on the team's not acceptable performance so far in 2023. With such a surprise result in Monaco, Ocon has helped Alpine gain some breathing room in the constructors' standings, but more importantly, he might have silenced the team's biggest critic along the way. Was this a one-off for Alpine, or have they found performance in the car to improve their results this season? Well, once you're done watching this video, we'll be interested to hear your thoughts, so make sure to leave them in the comments section below, and leave the video a like if you enjoy it. Coming into the weekend, the talk of the town was the potential of Red Bull's downfall and the chance for an underdog to steal the show. Most thought it would be the green machine of Fernando Alonso, but in the end, the biggest surprise of the Monaco weekend was the Alpine of Esteban Ocon. Despite major upgrades from Mercedes and other teams as well, Alpine quietly stole the show with some superb driving from Esteban Ocon. Not many would have predicted Ocon to be less than 2.5 tenths off pole position come qualifying, but his lap was good enough for P4. And with Charles Leclerc getting a penalty for impeding Lando Norris, it meant the Frenchman would start the race from P3. Ocon held station in 3rd after falling behind the top 2 in the first half of the race, but he had to resist stern pressure from Carlos Sainz and others behind. On a day where multiple drivers brushed the wall and had their races ended, Ocon kept his nose clean, even when the rain fell, and the team executed a good strategy that enabled him to finish on the podium. It was a totally unexpected result for both driver and team, who only realistically expected points from the weekend. But the timing couldn't have been better, as it was only a few weeks ago in which Alpine's biggest critic went public. Prior to Monaco, Alpine had finished the last 2 races pointless and was sitting 6th in the Constructors' Championship. Alpine faced some harsh criticism in the media. This is normal for F1 teams, but in Alpine's case, the criticism came directly from their own CEO. Among the highlights, Alpine CEO Laurent Rossi called Alpine's performance, quote, unacceptable, amateurish, and he even went as far as to say the team was not worth the resources being put into it. He also put some of the management on blast, saying he wouldn't wait until the end of the year to make changes. Whether you think these criticisms were fair or not, they seem to have worked in a way for Alpine. Ocon's Monaco podium moves Alpine up to 5th in the constructors' standings, with a decent gap back to McLaren. But is this uptick in form a one-off, or a sign of things to come? Monaco is an outlier of a track that has very specific characteristics, so don't expect another Alpine podium right away. It does, however, outline the potential and strong characteristics of the Alpine car in certain areas, and shows that they can be the clear best of the rest this year. Alpine's 2023 campaign would look a lot stronger had it not been for some crucial DNFs in Bahrain and Australia that cost them a chunk of points. The reality for Alpine in 2023 is that they've lost significant ground to rivals Aston Martin, and the best that they can hope for is 5th in this year's championship. The 2023 Monaco Grand Prix was a positive result for the French outfit, and one they needed desperately. Ocon's 3rd career podium was well driven and wonderfully executed, and Alpine now sit tied with Ferrari and Mercedes with 1 podium apiece in 2023.